we're here with the evergreen producer Cobhams. We know you to produce good stuff, great stuff. What are your thoughts about the new crop of artists in Nigeria right now? Sometimes do you feel like, man, I produce classic, great stuff, but jump into their kind of stuff and do their kind of stuff sometimes? Do you feel like you should help them out or go with their trend sometimes?
So I feel like music is evolving. I feel like music is an aspect of culture that's constantly evolving, and I feel like that's what we're witnessing. The couple of artists that we have right now are a direct response to the environment and the culture that we are a part of. And yes, I think that as I always say, 100 and something odd million people cannot be wrong. So there's a reason why there's a market for this space and this time that we're getting into. So it's definitely a welcome development. And yes, there are times when I've had to collaborate, when I've had to deal with new artists, and I find it interesting. Yeah, it's a learning process for me. And if you're in the space of production, you're ever growing and ever learning. So yeah, it's exciting.
So if we see right now, do you think that we can depend on entertainment? Say for example, you take away crude oil and say, do you think that Nigeria can depend on entertainment or music or depend on the entertainment industry right now as we are?
Well, I mean, right now as we are, of course not, because I mean that we know this. We have structural challenges that need to be dealt with. We have the right infrastructure needs to be set in place. So at the end of the day, it's a business of numbers, and any nation can depend on anything that thrives or that interacts with the numbers. And I think that entertainment, you know, can do so, and viably so too. However, do we have the infrastructure to support it as an industry? I think not. So, not in its present state, but yes, there is, the possibility if obviously we put the right structures in place.
Yeah. So if you had to knock someone right now in the music industry and give them a knock and say, you're doing a great job, but you can do better if you do this way, or who do you think you see so much potentials in, and that you think that they can export the music as well?
I think it's a ton of people. I mean, it's not safe to single out one person. The growth of our music right now is the result of the collective, and I think it'd be unfair to single out any one person. I mean, they're the likes of the two faces of this world who have given their lives and just their music and everything to further our music. The Wizkids and the Davidos and the Ashas and the P Squares and the so I mean it's the result of a collective. I don't know that I would think it fair to single out any one person and say, look,
do you think we're doing enough well with export music?
I don't think we're doing enough with anything, quite honestly, and that goes beyond music or entertainment. I think as human beings we're called to do more. So, generally when someone asks me the question, do you think we're doing enough? I think the general answer to that question is no, and so it applies even in something as specific as this. I don't think we're doing enough. I think that there's room for more, but there's room for more with just about everything else in life. So I don't think it's a situation that's particular with this entertainment.
Yeah, what should we be expecting from Cobhams anytime soon?
Well, I mean, a number of things. Like, I'm creating more content. The Top 12 Countdown podcast, we're rolling it out, and I'm super excited about that. A lot of music, a lot of live music, a lot of organic music. I'm super excited about that as well. I'm collaborating with a lot of artists. A lot of the stuff that we're working on, I cannot talk about openly just yet, but great music, a lot of great music, and I'm putting out more music of my own.
Yeah, so, like, what do you do sometimes when people come into your studio, for example, they probably have got the connections to you through friends, and then they come into your studio, you hear their voices, you hear the sound, you hear the music, and deep down in your heart there's absolutely not good. What do you tell them?
I think it's my responsibility as a producer to be honest, in a manner that is, professional and humane. I think it's important that I respond to them. I treat them with dignity, I treat them with respect, but, also tell them the truth, because, as producers, we function as part of the gatekeeping chain. There are a number of people who manage, what filters into the industry, and the people who become stars. And if I find myself in that position, as I know, I do, it's up to me to, in the nicest, most professional possible way, say to them, look, I think you need to. There are many different aspects, many different interests in the music or entertainment industry you can try out.
Did you watch the Big Brother series and are you happy? Or if you
No,
watched
no,
it, are
I
you
did
happy
not.
about
No, I
the
did
winner?
not.
Okay.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch it. It's my response.
Okay. Have you ever, if you were not doing music or music production, what would you have done?
Law maybe.
Law.
Mhm.
Have you ever questioned your career before your music production career? Have you ever questioned?
Yeah. At some point in this, you get to for all the right and wrong reasons.